and popular of these technological solutions is the limiter chip, mandatory microchips implanted into every augmented person, which will be capable of deactivating the person's augmentations in the event of disruptive behavior. Potential for abuse inherent in such a solution is the situation staggering. Who will define what constitutes disruptive behavior? Then how will that definition be applied, and by whom? One of the most sacred tenets of all humanity, that every person's body is his or her own. Giving anyone the ability to paralyze someone else with little more than a thought is antithetical to the very notion of freedom itself. The answer lies not with technology, which divides us, but in our humanity, which unites us. Yeah, giving everyone an inherent kill switch, giving all Augs a kill switch that can be flipped at a moment's notice is, criminal. And people are, you see it now, like with things, people, like with rulings in any situation, like even if, like, it doesn't need to be necessarily directly related to human rights, but you can see people like, you can see people, get one ruling for one person and different for another. There's a lot of arbitrariness to things. So you give people a kill switch and they're immensely arbitrary, it's going to be used really batshitly. Again, I'm thinking I've seen people get kicked off platforms online for minor things while other people are engaging in whatever and they are still there. So, I could just see that now applying to kill switches. It's pretty batshit. Oh, my headache. One sec. Hey folks, I'm back.
Surprise.
Okay.
I didn't.
Accidentally picked up the box, and he immediately immediately notices.
I don't see anything.
Weird.
Okay. Christ, a bit clean. What a jerk.
I got a Polish trench on the area.
A what? Whatever. Yeah, no, my head hurts. But yeah, accidentally grabs the
Comes here is in for a surprise.
box by accident. Everyone went to pot.
I'm clear. Sir, you have any sucking systems you recommend?
Got it.
Locked. Autocomplete. Enter.
Keep it clean. What a jerk.
Murder-suicide near the market? Some guy killed his wife, their 3 kids, and then himself.
Yes, I heard. He was deep in debt and he thought he was doing what was best.
Killing them was the best thing? Because they have no credits?
Despair makes some people crazy. They forget what's real. Never mind what's important.
Security. Hi everyone, it's Victor's asked us to work.
Him.
Well, I think he's is done.
Really hoping that
I didn't see nothing.
Okay, good.
I was really hoping that I don't know it all saved over here.
Nothing to be worried
This side near the market. Some guy killed his wife, their 3 kids, and then himself.
Yes, I heard. He was deep in debt.
Okay, I just ended the conversation. Hi everyone, Victor has asked all of us to work double shifts. The mess is closed until further notice, so all meals will be brought directly to your assigned work areas. The delivery order will be determined by a daily lottery. For today, the delivery ordered by sector is C, E, D, A, B, and B. Yours in love and unity, Radan.
Yeah, nothing.
Let's just chill. Maybe we locked out.
What's here on this board? Oh, our own is being acknowledged. Yay. It's like island being acknowledged.
Calm the situation. Haven't seen anyone.
Oh, that was close. Once.
Whoever bombed Ruzika, probably a religious fanatic.
Once this recharges, I'll make a run for it. You have a sword.
Now what?
Okay, the way I have to go is just over there. Christ. I swear to you, if you know the little bit at the end of the bar recharges faster than the rest.
It was one of you, wasn't it?
It's actually made it in there. It's very quick to adjust its aim. It's rather annoying, really.
Chicane. I'm moving in on Rucker's position. You got those coordinates yet?
I'll transmit them.
As soon as I've finished my coffee.
Don't leave me hanging, Chicane.
You just worry about getting our man. And be careful. He's dangerous.
We'll see.
Are you here already? Oh. Jensen.
I'm an arm.
I'm sure you'll understand if I don't take your word for it.
You're clearly very skilled. I want to thank you for holding yourself in check on the way in. My friends only want to protect me, but there's been too much bloodshed already.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization.
All right, then this should be easy. Come with me, answer our questions, and we'll have you back here in plenty of time to film your next sermon.
I'm not a fool. If I surrender now, I'm never coming back. Once you have me, you intend to make me disappear. But I will not make Solzhenitsyn's mistake. My people and I will resist you.
I thought you were a pacifist.
I am. But I'm more than a leader. I am a symbol. That is why you wish to erase me. If martyrdom is the only way to remain a symbol, then even my death is preferable to my evaporation.
If I have to bring you in by force, I will. And your people will try to stop me. And neither of us wants anyone to get hurt, so come along peacefully. You have my word. I will do everything I can to see that you are treated fairly.
You cannot speak to me of peace or fairness. Not when your masters hide in the shadows, manipulating, controlling, murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world.
He gave an Omega and an Alpha. Idealistic, responsible, and demoralized, uses idealism as a shield, needs to be reminded of reality, exaggerates his own importance, but welcomes good advice. Conceals insecurities with bluster, desperate for something to hold on to. Don't beta, it's either patronize or turn the tables. Come off of Rucker, you've been preaching pacifism for years from your ivory tower. All of a sudden, your convictions are really being tested and you're tossing them away. That's the way power has always worked, Rucker. If you haven't figured that out yet, you need to listen to people who've thought things through a few steps ahead.
Come off it, Rucker. You've been preaching pacifism for years from your ivory tower. Now all of a sudden your convictions are really being tested, and you're tossing them away.
No, that's... Let me explain. The augmented peoples of the world have been stripped of their power. There are so few advocates remaining. The cause needs people like me to stem the tide of hatred before all humanity drowns in it.
To Omega. The hatred goes both ways, since people died in that bombing today and didn't see it on television condemning that injustice. Lecture me about the state of all rights. I get the same looks. I go through the same checkpoints. Things are getting worse, so your plan obviously isn't working. Justify. Humanity's sick, Rucker. That's what happens in the wake of panic and murder. World needs time to heal, but that won't happen if we don't get a break from the chaos.
You're lecturing me about the state of all rights? I get the same looks. I go through the same checkpoints. And things are getting worse, so your plan obviously isn't working.
I know. And it tears at me. I have been trying desperately to think of a better way. But so far, nothing. This is a very precarious time for the movement. These attacks are making everything worse for us. My leadership position within ARC is being threatened, and I suspect the two might even be connected. Please, go back to your people. Tell them to give me 48 hours, so I can attempt to resolve the internal conflict.
Double beta. I'm sorry. If I go back empty-handed, I'll just be replaced, probably by someone more eager and sympathetic. Coming in now is honestly the best thing you can do for everyone. Whether you realize it or not, I'm helping both you and the cause. As long as you stay entrenched here, the anti-augs are going to paint you as the face of the enemy. If terrorism is causing internal problems, demonstrate your strength of character. Dark it to everyone else by surrendering willingly. Stand by your convictions and you'll turn people to your side.
I'm sorry. If I go back empty-handed, I'll just be replaced. Probably by someone more eager and less sympathetic. Coming in now is honestly the best thing you can do for everyone.
Yes. I suspect you are right. But can you understand this? If you were to take me from here, you would be responsible for more than my death. You would be responsible for my effacement, the ruination of the Augmented Rights Coalition, and the perversion of everything it stands for.
Double Alpha. I understand that you're exaggerating. The cause is millions of people around the world, not just one man. You will pass the fear of your own death. No one's going to risk making a martyr out of you. Everything is kind of leaning on him, though. You heard people earlier. You need to take your blinders off, Rucker. You want the world to see Augs as individual pacifists. But what will it take for you to realize I'm an Aug too? If they want you dead, they'll have to go through me. Bottom line hasn't changed. If you come with me willingly, there won't be any violence. You now have a choice. Choose non-violent path, or you're the one betraying the cause.
The bottom line hasn't changed. If you come with me willingly, there won't be any violence. You now have the choice. Choose the non-violent path, or you are the one betraying the cause.
I cannot watch any more of my people die. Not on my account. You have asked me to trust you, and so I will. Before we leave together, there's something I must show you. I suspect there's a power struggle brewing within our organization.
There is. I have
Some
proof.
people inside ARC are less committed to our ideals.
Are you trying to tell me you know who's responsible for the bombings?
I have only suspicions, and until recently not even that. The evidence I have begun collecting is meager, but I give it to you. This is the key card for the security door. The evidence is inside.
Why give it to me? Why not keep it, present it at your interrogation?
Because if my suspicions are correct, and I am seen leaving here with you, willingly, I may not survive to present my evidence. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying secretly to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, Rucker is dead.
Come again.
I'll fill you in when I see you, which is where exactly?
There's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. That's where I'll be. Chicane out.
Oh, that was gruesome. Ah, his time in was it South America, Africa? Mr. Rucker, I'm a divorced augmented murderer of three who's been living here in Utah with her children for just over 8 months. In that time I've had 3 different menial jobs, and twice between jobs I found it impossible to pay for neuropathy. If it weren't for the free clinics and your people have for you and your free for the free clinics you and your people have helped set up, I've gone into withdrawal and probably worse, leaving my children with no one to care for them. Claire, my youngest, contracted dysentery during the grey water epidemic last week. When I brought her to clinic, I was sure in my heart she was going to die. But the antibiotics ARC provided worked, and she was saved. The world is a very difficult place, but I go to bed every night thanking God the people of Utah have a guardian angel like you watching over us. Joan H. Dr. Rucker, I appreciate everything you do for our ARC and the Augmented, but you're wrong about pacifism. Non-violent, black-winged angel. Non-violence has not worked for us so far and never will. You should listen to Viktor Machenko when he says superior force is the only thing that has ever kept the world from spinning out of control. If you cannot adapt with the times, maybe you should resign and let ARC be run by someone more suitable. Hi, Tals, my name is Lily, I live in NYC. I got augmented when I was 15, just 1 year before the so-called AUG incident. I want you to know that I think you're a beautiful man and not just the way, what you look like, but the whole aura. Whole aura is beautiful, but you care about people and are passionate about your ideals. I think without your leadership, the world would be a much uglier place. Lily. That gets kind of awkward to read. Sorry, I feel uncomfortable for the fake person. From Taos Rocker to ARC. My friend, in recent weeks from several different quarters, I've been asked. Basically, she was asking about, do you have a girlfriend, a wife, me? It feels, even for a fake person, it's hard to read. I've been asked why I have not spoken out in support of Santos Group's Safe Harbor initiative. The reason for my silence is this: I do not support it. We gotta believe the underlying premise of Safe Harbor is the augmented and non-augmented must live apart because they not live together. I cannot endorse any proposal which is predicted on and thus advances to that defeatist notion. Please understand I have nothing but the highest respect for those who are behind the initiative. They, like us, are striving to bring an end about the end of violence and injustice. It is simply the case that while the motives of both groups are noble, our ideologies differ when it comes the best way to create a brighter future. Here's truly Taos Rucker. You know, Eidos is really missing out if they aren't selling ARC merchandise. But that is a nice, nice thing. Taos Rucker, an autobiography. Chapter 4. It was only during my tenure as a patient in the augmentation wing of Buenos Aires Hospital that I truly became aware of the fascinating range of possibilities offered by augmentation technology. I served Doctors Without Borders proudly for 2 more years, to repay them for all they had done for me, but for most of that period my passion had already shifted elsewhere. I had enjoyed the enormous good fortune of meeting Hayden Su-young personally when he opened Zimbabwe's first clinic, and so after my time in MSF, it seemed only natural that I should join LIM International. At that time, I concentrated primarily on the ways augmentation technology can improve the lives of the impoverished and downtrodden, but already in those relatively early days, prejudice was spreading. Soon my duties expanded to include campaigning for lower neuroblastine costs, raising awareness of anti-AUG discrimination.